We
I'm
might
here
break
for the
it.
fireworks.
We might
Hey,
break it.
Apple's green. Apple has just been shrugging all this off.
Yeah, Apple and so is Netflix.
What's the VIX at? Is anyone tracking the VIX right now? Is it still
21.
above 20?
Yeah,
21.
2108.
Let's get that sucker to 25.
Yeah, this
All right.
we failed to find buyers at the lower
One.
end of this. So
Mhm.
new
All
low,
right.
new session low possible
About
after
Yeah.
we
seven.
failed.
16 points to go in the NASDAQ. Now beneath 24,900, trading 890s.
There we
ES
go.
right here, 66.90. Half, Amanda. The session low is at 83s. 8 points to go there. NASDAQ feeling a little heavier here. New 5-minute candle just opened.
We're fighting this area a little bit.
Sell this thing.
I'm tracking our DOM at 79%, so our sellers are getting stronger. There was a lot of ambivalence up where Dakota was trading the range, which made a huge amount of sense. They're trying, but there's still a little bit of ambivalence on the tape, I would say. Where are we at? There it is.
Man, we say 79%. We're looking at the down or the
Mhm.
ladder. What exactly is that tracking? Just
Yeah.
sellers versus buyers? Is that
Yeah,
sentiment?
so
What?
similar to how I have the delta tracked here on this volume profile.
Mhm.
It's literally just it's the bid minus the ask, or the bid divided by the ask, I guess. And then so if it's greater than 100%, our bid is stronger, or our buyers are more active on the tape. And then if it's less than 100%, our ask is larger, or our sellers are stronger, more present on the tape, is kind of
Is, it,
how I look at that.
is that based on what's actually what is traded or what's being shown on the bid and the ask on the ladder?
It's what's being shown. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Mhm. Yeah.
So okay, right now, yeah, 66.93.
So
Last
yeah,
trade. No,
like when the tape is thin, like what Dakota was saying on NQ, like it was really thin this morning, like maybe the DOM isn't a great thing to read because you could have a lot of movement and a lot of change if you don't have like a good deep depth of market.
does that provide any insight on the Nasdaq and the NQ at all? Something like that with
I'm not
so thin.
sure.
Okay,
I'm not sure because the Nasdaq is usually just in general thinner than the ES. I
yeah,
haven't really studied the DOM too much on the Nasdaq to see if it's like a decent tool for that.
don't.
So
Yeah, don't. Nasdaq. Let's take. I'll just for let's take a peek at the Nasdaq. Nasdaq. Yeah, there's one on the bid and one on the ask.
wow,
Very
wow.
thin. Very thin. We do have 80 lot on the bid of the downside here. Here we go. Starting to pick up some steam to the downside. 66.88 in the ES. 5 points to go for session lows. Nasdaq, same thing over there. 10 points
Mhm,
until we hit the
mhm,
session lows. 24,880.
mhm.
Here we go.
Come on.
Here we go.
Yeah, we just
Lock
broke them.
price.
Nvidia's down 3.5% now.
No kidding.
Broadcom 3.5. Tesla 3.5. This market failed to find buyers.
Yeah,
Down we go.
We got
yeah.
who's speaking right now? Almost got there. Almost got there in the Nasdaq. ES has about 6 points to go. 66.89. Is this gonna be one of those technical sell-offs? Just where we grind lower? Those are tricky.
It's looking like it. I
Yeah,
wouldn't be surprised to see Nasdaq down 2% today.
yeah. One of the reasons one of the reasons I didn't want to take a trade at that break below like 66.90, with like my thesis of potential acceleration past low of day below 66.90, I don't have an informed stop. Like if I were to go short right now, my stop would probably be above this point of control here, which is 14 points. And that's not a stop loss that I want to tolerate, especially because we're only about 20 points away from my level. So with like just over a 1-to-1, that's not like a risk profile that I would personally be looking at for that break below that block of buyers. So that's why I'm not taking a trade below this 90 zone.
Keep flirting with it. Keep flirting with it. Nice cut there, Dakota, on that long. Just didn't. Just wouldn't go.
No, we started to break through that. It wasn't a range trade, so
All right.
was trying. Didn't work. If we start to break through this level, I could see 800
over with.
coming
Yeah.
into play.
Yeah.
80 points lower than this.
Yeah.
Got a break.
Yeah.
240
Weird
lots.
hold.
ES bid Eaton at 87. The runway is clear.
Nasdaq down ticking, down ticking, down ticking. 3 points, 2 point, new lows, Nasdaq. Let's see if we can get the party started here in the ES as well. New lows, Nasdaq, 4,868. Now 6.7s print. ES 2 points to go.
There we go.
That was anticlimactic. We needed more. Just grind lower here. 24,864. That was lame. ES could not quite do it. Gold selling off 33.93 last trade. $2 off the lows. New 5 minute open up here. 15 minutes till the top of the hour.
All right.
This is the level
3
right
points.
here, Jack. Yep. Just do it. Nasdaq's gonna maybe get. All right,
All right, it's gonna
finally.
break it.
Finally, seriously.
Yeah, we're
get it
breaking.
over with. Here
There we
goes
go.
crude selling off. New lows in the ES 66.82 half. Pick this thing up. Nasdaq new lows 24,853. All right, Amanda, we got our eye on those 66.70s, 66.60. I'm hearing some new lows indeed. What do we got in the Nasdaq ladder? Yep. Where's that 600 lot down there?
Yeah, I'm looking for
9. Okay.
820s.
Let's go. 2-0. All right. There we go.
Here we go.
All right, new low 66.80 now. Nasdaq methodically, and ES methodically just selling off. Crude getting smoked right now as well. New lows 59.52.
Tesla's
When's
back
the
down
sign?
4%. Nvidia is making its run down 4% almost.
Not the most convincing of sell-offs right now.
It's on the way up. So yeah, that's Nvidia down 175 billion in market cap today.
Ooh, pocket change.
Yeah, they ain't nothing.
That's crazy.
Yep. New York Fed inflation expectation, top of the hour, about 13 minutes. All right, well, the market, yes, Nasdaq holding steady a little bit, just printing some new lows in both gold, 39.93. All right, we saw some big numbers put up in with some of our live funded traders going on actively today. But let's bring in Gabe and see how some of our live funded traders numbers they put up yesterday. P&Ls and Pal. What's up, Gabe? Happy Friday.
Hey, good morning. What's up, guys? Filling in for JD here. We got some stats. We got top 5 live funded payouts and P&Ls from yesterday, November 6th is trade date. Let's go ahead and start out with the top 5 payouts. Got some big numbers hitting the bank accounts yesterday. We got Kyle K racking in 67 G's. Sarthik, 58,500. Mariah, 36,400. Alexander, 31,500. And Jonathan, 26,980. All real money, real profits coming out of those live accounts straight to the bank. Love seeing it. And next up, we do have some live funded P&Ls. You will notice a familiar name here on the board from yesterday. We got Quentin up top at $16,133.
Nice.
You got Ju Yoon, $11,893. Sarthik, $6,676. And then there's the name we all know and are familiar with. We got Braden C. Took that really great 400-point banger in the MNQ yesterday during fast markets for $6,400. And CFT racking in just a little under 6K yesterday. A great job to all of our live funded traders. You see some performance bonuses hitting. We got tons of stuff going on in the live accounts. Dakota's back in a live account. It's a great week. But that's what I got for you guys for top 5 payouts and P&Ls. Back to you, Dre.
Thank you, Gabe.
Well nice, yep. Braden.
Braden.
Fantastic job. No one else on that board did it with 6 micros, I imagine.
400-point banger. 6 micros.
I'm gonna have to
6,500
trade
bucks.
35,000 micros to get
That's
on
your
that
guy,
board.
Jack. That is
He haunts my
yep.
dreams, Dre, if we're being honest.
Continue to grind here. 66.82 trades. 3 points off the lows in the ES. Nasdaq just methodically just selling off here.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like a zombie sell-off. You know, see how about zombie rallies? This is like a zombie sell-off for now. When will it really start picking up, if at all? 24,843. Low in the Nasdaq. Bitcoin trading micro Bitcoin 100,000, 101,000 even now.
Gold's gonna go back to 4,000. Every time I
There is.
look, it's gonna be gold 4,000. Gold 4,000.
Yeah. We're seeing a little bit of support off the top of my IV wall. We did get a little bit of a bounce just off of that, which is good to see that level reacting well. Our market makers are going to try to keep us in this range. I have my limit order for a buy a little bit further down at 66.50. That would be towards the end of our IV wall zone as well, so IV walls are implied volatility zone, which is a zone we're marking based on options data, just like where our market makers kind of want to keep us in a range so they can continue to make money on the day. Anything kind of beyond this gets us in that positive exposure zone where market makers start losing money, try to reposition, and tend to see like float to the downside from more of an outlier perspective. So area I'm looking at gives us low percentage of probability of continuation across like 200 to 400 days and the end of that daily market maker zone. So we'll see if we can get there. The top of the zone is showing supportive, which is good. I like to see like the technicals working well. So that gives me confidence for this trade if we can get down there.
So you're waiting all the way till 66 50 to get in there?
I think I'm gonna wait for 66.25. It would be valid to get
Really?
in like at around 66, 68. What are you thinking about?
I'm still thinking about in the 70s here, but depends on
The
how it gets
70s?
there.
I
Whoa.
mean, the whole area is valid in my opinion. From 79.50 like truly all the way down to 61, the 20-point zone is large. I think we can probably watch price action to get an informed entry anywhere in this area. But this like 66 to 68 zone is like my A plus entry, based on some more static data. And I was going back looking at our 4-hour candles just to kind of see what historically our action has looked like. And we have seen a lot of buying in this zone back in mid-October, if this will load for us. So we did see some active buying in this area historically. So
Probably our 8 minutes New York Fed inflation expectation. Amanda, a lot of people demanding that they can see. You see your VPVR settings, if you'd be so kind. What are the settings? What are the settings?
yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So let me
Thanks,
pull this
Colby.
guy up. Wait, just kidding. I just hit it. Can't see it. Okay. So the inputs on the VPVR indicator, I'm doing the row layout as number of rows. The row size I have at 24. You could do it as big or as small as you want. But the big thing that I wanted to talk about is like the volume is delta. And so again, right, that's showing the difference between buyers and sellers. You could have it showing in like a total, which isn't going to kind of give you those colors either. It might actually give you a separation of colors, but the delta is the cleanest I've saw. And again, right, if the bar is red, that means selling activity was stronger. If the bar is green, that means buying activity is stronger in that range. Have this value area at 70. And then stylistically, you guys can do it however you want, right? But one of the things that I have is you could put like a developing point of control, but I only have my point of control mark, and that's that one that's currently sitting at 6,700. And again, that changes, right, depending on how big or small of a chart you're looking at. But yeah, you could change the colors to whatever you want. And then
Yeah, there's a lot of different ways to look at that. I mean, you
yeah,
can see that data. The thing I always have on the right of my screen over here is actually showing that as well. So the I don't know why
yeah,
I chose these
yeah,
colors. You can
yes,
see the blue is the buy volume, yellow is the sell volume. So you see here, like obviously nobody was making market bids, right? In this down portion right here.
Yeah. I do like your visual, how it does show like it's basically a summation, right? So like yours is showing a summation of buyers and then sellers on top of it or vice versa. Mine is just showing that delta of who was the stronger there. So we're looking at the same thing. The visual is just a little bit different, but I kind of like these like
Perfect.
super clear black and white to be like, is it more buyers or is it more sellers? Because I'm honestly not a great like price action reader. Like I never really did good with like volume price analysis and things like that. I need very like clear indications of what's going on. Like I'm not a great like 1 minute chart reader to be totally honest.
Few people are.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's feeling heavy. Look at the chart.
Mhm.
Just methodically selling. ES still 2 points off the lows, low of 66.79.
Yeah, it's all lower highs, lower lows since we
Lower
opened on
highs,
the
lower.
30
Yep.
minute. This is the how much time do we have left in this candle? We've 5 minutes left. If
Mm-hmm.
we go through the lows here, this would be the most bearish candle so far. It's been wiki, obviously.
Yeah.
Come on, when's it really just going to keep just really accelerate? 50-50 on tilt. Tilt's been 50. Amanda, I hear you talk about tilt quite a bit. How
I
do you
love the
use it? Or you
tilt.
just keep an eye?
So
You keep
cool.
an eye on the tilt, right?
Yeah, I
How
really
do you
like it.
use
I
that?
think it's cool. I don't really use it to like trade any sort of entries, but I do think it is really cool to see where all of the top step users are. Because like you could probably argue that it's pretty similar to like reading options flow, like in general, but it's like, top step specific options flow. I realize it's just futures, but it's kind of cool just to see like overall where the community's sentiment is. Um, a lot of times it aligns with where the depth of market is currently trading as well. Um, but it's also kind of interesting to see kind of where like people's average prices are, to see like what that looks like from a stop loss hunting perspective. But I like it. I think it's just really cool to be able to see like what the community is looking at, what they're thinking about. Um, and I kind of equated a little bit, like I said, to options flow data. So it's kind of cool that you guys have that.
I found 50-50 ES looking to print some new lows. Point and a half to
Mhm.
go. NASDAQ pushing lower now with 24,837 just printed.
Yeah.
It's going, but it's not going fast. It's
Mm-mm.
methodical. So go to any. What do we think, Dakota? I mean, you
No,
market
this
it. How do
market's tough. This market's tough for me, being a red
Oh,
day, so I'm gonna be patient. If we get down to those 820s, maybe there's another entry, but,
why longs though?
it
I
kinda
mean,
wants
why
to
longs? Why
grind
why are we
lower.
looking for long? If you don't mind me,
I
why?
I'd I'd be okay with a short, but we're not even
Okay,
seeing a bounce up here in a retest, so
yeah.
it's just wait. Gold's
there you
still
go.
stuck at
Ooh, some
4,000.
Some
stops. Finally,
stops.
Mhm.
some stops. Finally, 66.78 quarter new lows. ES Nasdaq 24,828 just printed.
Mhm.
2.5 minutes till the top of the hour. We got the New York Fed inflation expectations. Hogan, then top of the
Watch
hour.
the price
We'll
action here. Watch the
yeah.
price action here.
Yeah.
What market, Hogue? What are you looking at specifically?
I'm always watching the S&Ps, but you watch the Nasdaq as well.
Oh, let's check out the SPOO S&Ps 66.81.
On the hour, you got to watch the price action.
We have a lot of seller absorption right at the top of this Ivy wall as well. Buyers are really trying down here.
Defending about 5 points above 66.50 in the SPX.
Yeah.
Top of the
Give me a
hour
second.
is coming.
Come
Hogue
on.
sounds
Yep.
ominous there. Get a little
Mhm.
liquidity injection.
Damn this thing.
It's pretty obvious now the Nasdaq is going to open this next 30-minute bar below the initial balance low.
Look out below. What was that? Something just came in on the offer in the ES. Hogue, what's
Question
Delta?
is,
How,
yes,
is it
yes, Delta
negative?
negative 300. Negative
Ugh.
500 now.
Ugh. Nasdaq.
Negative 1,000 in the Nasdaq.
Yeah, all right. Well, there you
Nothing
go.
tremendous.
That's what the slow. It's about just grinding new lows here. 24,824 in the Nasdaq. Gold still chilling right around 4,000. Crude trading 59.59. Right now, it's just a methodical sell-off in ES and the Nasdaq. Steve R, you still haven't called me out on the Dow. What is the Dow doing?
Downside
being range
auction is
bound.
not over.
Dow's been range bound. Downside auction is not over indeed.
So I'm saying gold. Gold's just stuck at 4,000.
Yeah.
It's like maybe a couple dollars under, a couple dollars over. It's really like 4,000 plus or minus $20 at this point.
Here we go. More selling. Fine. Top of the hour has hit.
All right.
Candle. Right here, Hogue. What
No
we're looking for,
pushback
top of
on
the
the
hour.
price action on the hour there. It's looking like we just continue to try and push this market lower.
Hell yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
New highs VIX
What is it, Jack?
back to 21.6
Hell yes.
in the VIX. Bitcoin spot still 100,700 right now, but in that 100 handle.
Well, we did hit those 820s. That's the price
did.
I was looking for. So let's
Buyers
see what we do
jumped in.
here.
Buyers jumped in at 24,820. Popped it back up to 850 on the NASDAQ. ES 66.75. Well, there. Back up 5 points to 66.80. All right, we're getting into the closer to that zone of 66.60 and 66.70.
Yeah,
Man,
Jack, I like your zone. You're looking at like 76 to 72. Is that something you're looking at?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try and build a long
Yeah.
down here.
Good zone. Yeah, I like that.
Yep. We'll see. I want to see if we could get a three-bar reversal confirmation where this market needs to close above 55. So I'm going to try and build a position here.
Yep.
Tested down to that NPOC 66.76.75
Oh,
and the
what's
S&P is
NPOC? Come on, man. What's NPOC?
naked point of
Thank
control, point
That's
of
right.
chill.
Love chill.
Now
Non-playable character.
Yeah.
Now we've got to bounce back to the initial balance low, which if that remains resistant, we could see that continuation to the downside. We've not reached all the way back to the initial balance low in the Nasdaq,
like
however.
that,
So there it is. There's that pushback off the initial balance low.
Inflation, New York Fed inflation expectations remain elevated.
Thank you.
Yep. 10-year
Be a
prices
little rock
continue to
fight
grind higher. Continue to grind higher. That means yields going lower. Now around 4.08.
Fed watch up to 72% for a December rate cut.
They tried their best to walk that back. The market's like, no chance.
Well, it's good for
Jack,
them. This makes it a little easier.
I like your 76 level. 76 of 2.
Mm-hmm. Let's see if we get some stops down here.
Yeah.
Dakota, are you in? Did you? Oh, you're in 4. Okay, cool.
Yeah. 4 micros.
Nice.
4 micros. We still have 2 minutes until this 5-minute bar closes. I want to see it close above 855.
Okay. Gold stuck at 4,000. Again, 50-50 tilt right now. Bottom of the hour, we will have the London close. Mufusi says, what a crappy Friday. Why? What's wrong? We got Amanda in the house. We got Jack. We got Dakota. We got Hogue. So far, so good. You know, the markets aren't. Where's Leon?
All in this
Leon
together.
hasn't yelled. That pissed so many people off.
So NVIDIA down 4% now, flirting with losing the 180. Other notables, Google down 2.8, Tesla down 3.7, Broadcom down 3.7. These are percent. Meta holding on to 600, 603.
We're just-
Goodness, that was trading before their little CapEx adventure
up.
during earnings,
Heads
up
up.
around 750.
You tried walking it up, tiptoeing that thing a little higher. The ES up to 80, 66.84 is going to give it another shot. 66.80 last trade. Nasdaq, same story. They walked it up to 24,861. Sellers did reject it back down to 24,840. Gold with a little pop. 4,002. 5-minute candle there. Really on the tilt. Oh, you saw the price action up at that the new half-hour candle opened. Got up to
Yeah.
initial balance low, and now
Nobody was
struggling
trying to
fi-
mark that price higher. Nobody.
Yeah, struggling to stay bid here. Amanda,
Not
if
moving
you'd
I
be
know
right.
you
so kind,
guys
Amanda,
have order
Amanda, would you mind
flow.
hitting the
Oh, go
mute
ahead.
button? I don't know if you got construction going on there. Would you mind hitting the
Yeah,
mute button?
literally
Thank you so
a
much.
dude like my road.
Oh, is that what it is? It's outside. Oh,
Dude is like there's some heavy equipment in front of my house. I have no idea what it is.
I got
One
you.
thing I will say, I'll mute
Sorry.
myself when I'm not talking. But
Please
I
talk.
know you guys
Please
have
talk. You bring the chat
order
loves it.
flow data on your tech roadmap. I cannot wait for you guys to be able to get order flow information and top step X. It's going to be so cool to be able to talk about that.
Excellent.
It's got a hold right here, Dakota.
Yeah, I'm not having the
I don't
confidence
want
that
70.
5-minute candle didn't close.
No, it did not. The demo man. The demo man indeed let's push a little higher in gold now. 40.04's trade. This is just slow.
Did you flatten up, Dakota?
Yeah, I'm flat.
Good job.
Just wait.
Look at how they're doing this. This is like pulling
It is.
teeth.
It's almost like a
Just gonna-
rally, but in the
imagine-
opposite direction.
They're just gonna bleed this thing out. This is
Well, I expect a rock fight here at the not just the lows, but the 6650 SPX, which we're just about at. The next time we pop the lows, we'll have hit it.
I'm just gonna hold the range bomb. Hanging out the lows. Yeah, 66.77. That was just man.
You guys see that passive order at 66.70? Like a size is like 295 on ES. Been hanging out there for a
75
minute.
on the 75 bid.
Yes, correct.
Uh-huh.
66.75. It's like a 297, 298 order size.
I see it.
Fill that thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
So here
yep.
comes a bid.
Yeah.
Bid just popped in there on 78 half bid. 160 times filled. All right, buyers might be trying to jump in here.
Yeah, it looks like
Not yet.
maybe.
Not yet.
No,
yet.
Not yet.
new
We
lows.
tried, but
Nope.
we failed
There
again.
we
Get the
go.
liquidity. Just going to get the
Yeah, that-
liquidity down here.
It is. Man, a nice catch there. Look at this. Just looks like they might be front running those. So there you go. Filled. Now they took it offer.
Filled.
Filled. Look, and back bid.
Yep.
Nvidia's sell-off is catching some more momentum.
75 to the tick. 75 to the tick.
We're below 180. Yeah, we're below
Yeah, we're not.
180 in Nvidia.
Yeah, we're not done yet. The selling's not done yet. It looked like it was
Yeah,
trying
Jack.
there for a second, but not done yet.
Not done
Jack, the
yet.
one thing that The one thing that concerns me about this level is our tape is still trading really weak, right around like 72%. So we have about 30% more sellers than buyers right now. I want to
Mm-hmm.
wait for this to get down to my 60 level. I was thinking maybe 74, we could try something for a scalp, but I'm going to wait for 66. I think there's still opportunity in the 76 to 72 area, but we're just really strong to the downside.
I'd like a lot more if we got a big flush here at the lows, not this sort of like nibbling
Yeah.
lower.
Updated.
We might flush to
These are
those
everything.
790s and then maybe find some buyers, but Nasdaq could still go down 2%. Nasdaq's only down 1.7, and all the Mag 7s basically over 2%, 2-3%. Apple's the only green one still.
I mean, just absolute. Just walking down. Yeah, it's like the opposite of a zombie rally. Zombie sell off here.
Mhm. Yeah.
25-minute candle. Open up. See what it
Dakota, what did we call it the other like a week ago? It was like dropping a piece of paper.
just.
Yeah,
I
like
like that.
just paper or feather. We're just it's not violent, but it's consistent.
We certainly tried to catch that continuation down on the trend. We managed our risk well at attempting that short at 7.9 earlier today. We held the whole zone, but it would have been ideal, right, if we could have stood in with that trend down and we would have been sitting pretty in profit. But
Buyers just
we
got
got a good
rejected
piece of it.
Nasdaq. There we go. New lows Nasdaq.
Nvidia's
Buyers.
marching to minus 5% here.
Is it
So
really?
Yeah.
it's
Remember, it
pushing.
was
Yeah,
trading 212 like last week. 179 quarter right now.
Closing in on
gold's going up though.
24,000. Gold is going up. Was just trading 40.09, now trading 40.06.
Yeah.
Nasdaq just walking it lower, New lows.
VIX
Nasdaq
almost at
24,805.
22.
Is it really?
Yeah.
New
Check
lows. Here we
this.
go.
Like
There's some
There's the
tops.
flush.
Nice cut to it. Hogue. What do you got, Jack?
I was going to say 3/4 of a percentage point in the NQ is attributable to Nvidia. This move down.
Yeah. Tesla's down 4. Broadcom's down 4. Meta's down almost 3. Google's down 3. So there's more room to the downside here.
Yeah, this is not. Don't want to be catching knives.
What's this?
66.71. What do you got?
No, I was just gonna ask Jack. Circuit
Here we
breaker
go,
for an
finally.
individual stock like Nvidia is what percent?
Oh, what's up,
Like
Steve
20.
R? There we go. Pick this thing up.
I
Let's
doubt
go.
we can get that in. We got big problems if there's a circuit breaker in Nvidia. Let's put it that way.
Okay, fair enough. Is there a percentage on it?
I think it's
Is it
Halt
based off?
trading?
3%.
What's that?
20%.
If the order imbalance gets too deep, they will halt it. But I don't think it's like a specific circuit breaker like futures.
I'm going to try to catch a knife here. We're in my zone. We're tapping the very top of my zone. I'm going to wait for 66.50.
Your 70s.
But I am going to try to catch this.
Okay.
Are you in, Amanda?
I don't.
Not yet. Let's see what I'm
Okay,
going to go for. But we did tap the top of my zone.
New lows. Nasdaq just printed 24,779. In the last 50 minutes or so, we are just walking it down about 200 points in the last 50 minutes, but just very, very methodical.
I don't see
bounce here.
support in Nasdaq anymore. We broke through the last one I was looking at, and that was those 820s. Dare I say this? 24,400s.
I could see us down to 66.15 if we get this positive exposure on ES. If we can break through these IV walls, I think there's 56 today.
Okay. Thanks, James.
Sorry, I was muted there. Tried to bounce a little bit in ES, then sold it right
Yeah, we
back off.
did.
Yeah, I just about pulled the trigger on a short at 24,800.
There you go,
This
Dakota.
thing's just so violent.
Yeah, man, that was it. That was it. New lows.
It was.
Get short, man. They're not done, Dakota. 60,
They're not.
24,000.
No,
Say no,
no.
no, no.
We broke through that last support level I had, and this thing's just going.
10-year
Mhm.
popping.
Mhm.
Equity selling off.
Mhm.
4,778. New lows. NASDAQ just grinding this thing.
Mhm.
I'm short now. 86. 86.
Yep. 8. Oh, that's 786. 786.
I'll build for a break of these 780s.
Yes.
Right? I'll add.
Yes, hanging on by a tick. New lows, yes. 66, 68 half now, Prince. Just
Mhm. Mhm.
ain't a
We're
flush.
down 1.15% in the ES. We're down 1.8% in the NQ.
Yeah.
How much are we down on the week? Or are we? Yeah, we are down.
Let me check.
Yeah. I guess I have a chart. I could do that too. But yeah, don't. This isn't dumpy. I feel. I mean, you see bottom pickers. Not even bottom pickers getting squeezed. It's just selling into. And new lows 66.67. That's for Dakota.
Yeah. I don't see a
In
bounce
the
point until like 600s.
Mhm.
under in the S&Ps from last week's close, we're down 2.98%, almost 3% this week.
Nothing. It's nothing.
Apple's turning red.
Oh no.
You like the green or red apples? Come
no.
on, Jack.
Yeah, I recall.
Um,
That will live in infamy in this house.
All right, guys. I got a fill here on ES long. I'm gonna have a stop at 66.60 on this guy. This is kind of my last line of defense on ES.
did you get
Okay.
6666?
6. Where am I? 666675.
Okay.
Like that.
Ooh, nice phone.
We're gonna play some scalping here though, because this is gonna be like we're definitely in front of a moving train here. We'll see what we can get.
Nice entry.
It
Thank you.
was.
I'll take a first trim at 73. I'm gonna look at 73 for a first trim.
Okay. Gold right
So
back.
right around 6,600 would be 5%. You know, for all this panic, 5% off the all-time highs would be around 6,600 in the futures.
Mhm.
All right.
Look at the ladder here in the NASDAQ. Anything? No. 24,785 last trade in the NASDAQ. 66.69 last trade in the ES.
Okay, I'm building this
Crude trading 50.
short.
Mhm.
Buyers trying. Buyers keep trying.
Mhm. Sorry, guys. I'm moving my sell to 72. I wanted a 72, maybe somewhere up there. Okay, there we go. 72.50. Whatever. 72.50. Whatever. I got to trim off.
Damn. Nice entry.
Trim off.
Sniper. In, out, flat?
No.
Or we got one.
70. 78.
Okay.
78 will be my next trim.
What was that, James?
78 is my next trim. And right now, I'm going to move my stop to break even. We're up about 7 points, and we do want this to be a scalp. My stop's at 67. Looking at 78 for my next trim. See what we can get.
You gonna hold a runner?
Unfortunately, yeah, we always have a hot girl runner.
Yeah. So if we can hold these 75s, I think you're looking
Yeah, absolutely.
real good.
I want to break back above 76, get us back towards the top of our IV wall, and stay within this non-exposure area. For sure.
66.76 last
We're up
trade.
10 points. We're up 10 points on this. We'll look for 12 points for our next trim.
24,820 last trade. NASDAQ gold just stuck at 4,000. Gold's been breathing. Gold is taking a breather the last couple weeks.
Yeah.
My trim at 77. All right, there's TP2, guys. My stops are break even. We're risk off for a hot girl trim. All the way up at 85 will be our hot girl trim. So we'll keep this as a scalp. So we just got coffee money for the rest of this trade.
Love it.
Nice trade.
Thank you.
873.
We'll keep watching this. If sentiment changes, we can close this early because this is very dangerous. Like, we're catching a knife 100%, totally against trend.
What do you look for when, for sentiment changing? Ooh.
So when we entered this trade, our DOM was trading at 71%. Right now, we are at 83%. So we did pick up a fair amount of buyers at the end of that IV exposure zone, and that low percentage probability of continuation. So the fact that we're picking up buyers on this move up does give me confidence. One of the things I am looking at, though, is like where we're seeing potential sell zones. So I'm being a little bit timid on this. Like, right, even looking at our VPVR here, like we did have some active selling over here in like 87, but I'm going to hold us to 85, just get us like 15 points out of this guy. But kind of any area that there was stronger selling on the short term, I would look for kind of closure here because we're completely contrary to our trend today. So we'll see if we can just get a few bucks out of this. But I'd like to see us get back above, hold above 76, get us back above our IV wall at this 80 level for 85. I think we technically have room all the way back up to like 95, but I'm not going to hold for that long for this one micro. It's not part of my plan.
London close, 8 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, James. We got the Slack.
Yep. I was wondering,
Amanda.
Andre, if you were reading my notes.
About the hour here in 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Nice trade.
Sorry, Hogue. I cut you off. Sorry, Hogue.
No, that's fine. No, that's you got a trade on. We want to hear what you want to say.
Yeah.
All right, let this trade cook a little. We do have some announcements. Hogue got a jump here. So, Amanda, keep us posted on this trade. Markets are chilling 66.78. Last trade ES. NASDAQ trading at 24,818. This runner cook a little bit here. Dr. Volatility, come on in here. We're not James, get on in here. I'll be back in 5. Hogue, you got drive. But what's up, James?
Hey, everybody. We made it to Friday. What's up, everybody? Friday. And you know what that means? That means I'm here to tell you to head to Trustpilot. Trustpilot, it's the website where you can go to leave your pure and honest feedback on how we're doing here at Tops Up TV and how we're doing to Tops Up overall. We're going to drop the link in the chat for easy access. Go ahead and click on that link, head to Tops Up, and give us your 5-star reviews. Every 5-star review you get buys us another 5 minutes of outdoor time. We really appreciate it. We got to get our zoomies out somehow. But in all honesty, we'll take any review you got. We can't get better without your feedback. So we do appreciate your time. We do appreciate your thoughts. Now, also, Speaking of thoughts, time, energy, and questions, we want your questions too. For what? Specifically, group coaching. That's right, group coaching, the point of the show where our top step experts come out and answer your trading questions live on air. Today, we're joined by Hogue, Hoop, and Vince for group coaching. So you got three experts, tons of years of experience under their belt. They can answer any trading question you may have. If you have a question about a product, how something trades, what was it like on the pit, they'll be there to answer it for you. Again, that's today at 12:15 p.m. Central Time, right after Shoulder Tap. So you're going to be there for Shoulder Tap anyway. Stick around for group coaching, get educated, get your questions in, and we'll see you there. If I forgot to mention it, we're going to drop another link in the chat. This one's going to be pinned for a couple hours, so you have time to ruminate and think of a question. Fill it out. That's how you get your question in front of Hogue, Hoop, and Vince, and then be back here at 12:15 p.m. Central Time for group coaching. Now, before I throw it back to the guys, we want to throw a quick news break your way. This morning, travelers are facing widespread flight cancellations as the government shutdown and staffing shortages disrupt air travel across the country. Airlines have been canceling flights after the Trump administration said it would cut air traffic at 40 airports until a deal is reached to end the shutdown. Ivan Rodriguez is live at one of those affected locations, Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport.
The FAA says 40 airports across the country will be impacted starting today. They include New York's three hubs, Boston, Denver, and Chicago, just to name a few. As of this morning, there's already been more than 800 cancellations.
The flight originally departing at 5:09 from New York to Boston is canceled due to air traffic control staffing constraints during the government shutdown that are affecting operations for all of our airlines.
Frustrated and anxious travelers hoping for the best as new restrictions kick in. The FAA gradually cutting air traffic at 40 airports nationwide until the government shutdown ends.
They need to figure their stuff out.
Airlines such as Delta, Southwest, and United Airlines preemptively canceling flights ahead of the reduction. Many airlines are allowing passengers to change their tickets without fees. Meanwhile, the Air Traffic Controllers Union says the industry is facing possible mass resignations as workers remain unpaid during the shutdown, putting extra strain on an already stressed system.
And when you don't pay somebody for 37 days and say, hey, just keep showing up and do your best, people are going to have issues, and they're mounting daily.
President Trump backing the FAA's decision, claiming the cuts are a safety move to overcome staffing issues.
As Sean Duffy announced, they're cutting in certain areas 10%, and they want to make sure it's 100% safe. That's why they're doing it.
Travelers caught in the middle of the political fray, simply hoping for a safe ride home.
Yeah, I just hope that we can all get home safe.
Starting today, airlines will cut 4% of flights across those 40 major U.S. airports, and that will increase by 1% each day the government shutdown goes on. In Atlanta, I'm Ivan Rodriguez.
Well, thank you for that. And I agree with that one guy who said we need to get this shit figured out.
The stuff figured out. I get my
Yeah.
stuff figured out right here.
Airlines, man. Who's traveling now? That'd be such a pain.
I'd be driving.
One of the nice parts of, among many, of having twins that are under a year old is I am nowhere near an airport ever. I don't even know they exist. Feeling around, still around that SPX 6650. Now I become fixated on the 5% off the all-time high around 625 or something. 6606.
Yeah, whenever we
Jack,
go ahead, Minda.
Jack, I'm watching your zone right now, that 776 zone. I would like to see us stay above 72. If we have a 1 minute close below 72, I'll close this trade. Our DOM is still trying. Like I said, at entry, we were at around 71% with sellers like very much so overwhelming the tape. We got up to 82% at one point. We're still trading at 78. So if we can continue to accumulate down here, stay above 66, 72, I'll hold this. Otherwise, if we get a 1 minute close below 72, I'll just I'll market stop out of this one if we don't hit the 68 stop.
Let me go check the sentiment on Wall Street bets right now.
Wall Street bets.
I
We
think we keep
were
going
we were
down.
unable to even we were
I agree.
unable to even go up and test the initial balance high in the S&Ps. We got close, but we did not get there. Still looking heavy to me here, folks.
Agreed. Very much so.
Yep. I think the
Uh-huh.
Nasdaq could be down at least 2%, at least.
Absolutely.
So we still got a ways to go.
Mm-hmm. Yep. We're just scalping here. We're not trying to go for the moon on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Saw
Gold's
someone here
popping.
lost somebody on Wall Street Bets lost 75% of their portfolio on Robinhood earnings report. They comment, even though earnings beat expectations, please do not buy extremely high IV earnings calls.
Yeah, gold put in a new high, session high today. Hasn't taken out the overnight high just yet. But is that a little bit of flight to quality coming into the market? Maybe.
I mean, gold's pumping, Hogue. We're at 40.17.
I mean, but where would be your flight to quality? It's weird because gold has traded so erratically and pumped so much over the past several months. It's like, is what I'm looking to do just like sell my stocks and essentially go into another pretty volatile asset? If anything, it seems like they're
It's a
going into
great question.
bonds.
It's a great, yeah, bonds you could definitely see for sure. But I've just been waiting for all those buyers to come back into gold. I don't believe that they are done. That's just me.
Neither do I, Hogue. I have a decent position at 4,000 in my longer term, mid to long term.
Are you
Guys, I ran out
trading?
of coffee. Can someone DoorDash me coffee, please? Thank
Oh no! Can't have that.
I don't need any more caffeine. Let's be real.
No, don't DoorDash it. You Uber Eats. Uber Eats the
Someone Uber
coffee.
Eats me coffee. Yeah, you're right. I think I still got
Don't
my. What is
DoorDash.
that?
I DoorDashed Wednesday
It's like
night during slow markets. It took an hour to get here, and the
Oh,
next
really?
day, the stock dumped.
Well, Uber Eats has the Amex credit, so I always try to do my little free Uber Eats at least once. Let's be real, it's not
Here's
free.
DoorDash.
But
DoorDash stock. I got that post earnings. Lost 20%. It looks like.
Gold session highs.
New highs. Yep. New highs.
Yeah, it's pumping. I love it.
Positive
Break the
delta.
session.
wait, are we looking at DoorDash? Is that what we're doing?
Dan Evans says all the same stuff, all the same drivers. Not exactly same drivers, sure, but the way the DoorDash's system is, it's not the best for addresses and communication.
Also, I feel like
I have
not shorting DoorDash into earnings because the writing was on the wall, right? Every place people order DoorDash from has been getting clobbered in earnings. You look at Hava,
Mm.
Sweet Greens, everything else, they're not doing well. So you would have to kind of, what else are they ordering? Or local places doing unbelievably well? I don't know.
I've
All
never
right, team. I'm all
ordered
out of my
food.
longs here with that break below 72. Another decent
Okay.
scalp. I think we got 10, 12 points out of that, so that was all right.
You've never ordered food, Hogue?
No.
Ever? Gold,
never
huge
ordered a
pop in
pizza?
gold.
Not like Uber Eats or
Okay.
DoorDash or any of that stuff. Never. My kids do it all the time.
Oh. Try it.
Yeah, again, huge pop in gold. London closed 40.22 last trade in
Yeah, it is
gold.
moving.
We're looking at like a $20 pop here in the last 7 minutes or so. All right, Hogue. Thanks for covering for a few there. Hogue, you got morning recap coming up in a few. Let's get you out of here. A couple of words, but gold on the move. Go ahead, Hogue.
Yeah, gold's screaming. Great to hang with you, Amanda. We're just absolute delight. What a great conversation and some really good trading today. It was great to be with you. And of course,
Thank you
Dakota,
for having me.
always like hanging out with you. And of course, Jack and Andre and Andrea and James. Love you all. We'll see you in a few minutes for the morning recap. Keep trading well.
See you, Hogue.
Hogue, yep. Recap.
Later, Hug.
About 20 minutes. Let's take a look here at 66.71 last trade. ES. NASDAQ, 24,797. Gold cooking right now.
Gold cooking. Gold not done.
Buy button. Little pop here in ES. Little pop in NASDAQ. 50-50 on the tilt. Jack, how we looking?
Perhaps I had a
ahead.
little bit of performance anxiety by cutting below 72, but I'm still happy with what we got. But this whole area of consolidation looks okay. And one of the interesting things about these like IV wall zones and kind of where market makers are positioning to keep us in the zone, sometimes if our DOM continues to just be weak and kind of float on the ask, we could just very well get pinned in this whole area and see consolidation for the rest of the day. I mean, to Dakota's point, if we can break below these areas and get that outlier move, we have a lot of room down, but we could probably see some consolidation in this whole zone for quite a while, especially on Friday, with not a lot of people maybe participating in the market as usual. Um, people say like, well, it could go up and it could go down. It could also consolidate in this area as well.
It could go sideways.
It could,
another pop
especially
there
right
in
at
gold.
this 66.50.
Gold 40.29 last trade. We're looking at about a 30-point rally here in $30 rally here in gold in the last 10 minutes or so. We were just trading 4,000s, now up to a 40.29. Yes.
Do you think this is the fear now coming into the market?
The extreme fear, as that gauge says. What are we at?
What's VIX at?
VIX 22.
Answer is yes, Dakota.
Yes. Answer is yes.
We are consolidating around the lows in the like Amanda was saying in the ES low of looking at the 5 minutes right around 66, 67 up to 66, 77 or 78. Well, right now 40.30 last trade. Slow motion drip indeed. 40.31s now in gold. It's going to push some pressure on the equities. Will equities see a sell-off? And more selling,
I think
say.
gold's just lagging because equity's already seen the sell-off. Now we're finally starting to see a pump in gold. VIX is above 22.
Yeah, the old adage is that downtrend ain't done until we get above 30 in the VIX. Now, that proved true in April. We'll see here. This is a much different move. There was a pretty concrete news-driven reason for the beginning of the April sell-off. Yeah.
We had let's take a look at that.
Came from Kinko's.
Yes, it did. Oh, what a day! What a day!
I saw someone's Halloween picture online that they actually did. They got like a board in front of them and actually recreated it and went as that tariff poster.
Absolutely incredible. That was an all-timer.
Just that was one of my favorite days on Tops of TV.
Cardboard cut out.
He's busted it out, and Marcus got smoked.
It was yeah, it's like that meme. It was like Joe Pesci walking into the room in Goodfellas when that board came out.
Pretty much. Oh man, gold's still pumping here. Gold's still pumping. 40.33s now. Looking at about a $30-$35 rally in the last 15 minutes or so.
Wait, guys, I have no discipline. I have no discipline. I started looking at the live chat again. Someone said, what is this? Brad Sims. He said terrifying, as in like tariff. That's punny as hell. I'm obsessed with that. Currently stealing terrifying. Thank you, Brad Sims. That's hilarious.
These social memes. make Trump
All right,
into the
new lows
terrifier.
NASDAQ. 24,766. Yes,
Yeah, we're
not quite there
seeing
just
acceleration
yet.
down. We're trading back in the low 70s on our depth of market. So we're seeing that strength. I'm okay with the risk management that we had. Instead of stopping break even, I think I got like 20 bucks out of one of those micros. So we'll see. This whole zone is still going to be a little bit supportive, but if we break below, I'm seeing room down to 15.
6650, correct, Amanda? That's your next price of interest.
15, 1 5.
1.5. Oh,
1 5.
look where your head's at. It's about
Give
50
us
points
death.
lower. Again,
It's
pin to the top of the
only,
chat. We
it's
got
only 50 points.
get those questions in for group coaching here in about another hour and 10 minutes or so. All right, 66.69. Last trade
Get
we
that
got going.
5% down, Andre. Maybe we'd have to talk to MP, but part of me is like, let's just put 10 ES long, hold it, risk like 2.5% more to the downside to try and get 5 to the upside.
Like where your head's
Pretty
at.
fun.
You were talking about this the other day.
When? You're talking about ES?
When ES is 5% off the all-time highs, so that's down around where man is talking about
I'm
66.06.
for that. And you're
I
not
know
talking
you
about a day
are.
trade, right? You're
yeah, I'd have to talk to Risk. I don't know if they'd be like real keen on me holding a 10 lot of ES over the weekend. We could do some options or something. I don't know. Could be fun.
Hey, yeah. Give me that check mark, Andre. Check mark on my end.
Get out of here. Don't even start. We got NASDAQ hanging on for the bids. 8 points off the lows. Amanda, the chat's asking, where can they find more Amanda? Let's get your socials up there. You got, okay, YouTube link is pinned in the chat. Where else can they get more Amanda? Absolutely crushing it today on Fast Markets. So the chat is demanding your information.
You know,
Where can they
guys,
find?
go to YouTube when I'm not doing morning market prep with the Top Step TV team. I do have my own channel. It's Ascend Trading on YouTube, and I actually run that channel with a few other guys that we trade very similar strategies. I'm not really much of a social media person in terms of like TikTok or Instagram, so don't really have much of a presence there. But I do really like doing those morning market preps in live. So, for example, actually an hour before open, we collectively marked this group in this area in my morning market prep. So I'm hoping a few of those folks that woke up early were able to catch that bounce as well. But yeah, I'm not much of like a TikTok, Instagram person. Try to just do like workshops and morning market prep on YouTube as well. So
Thank you very much. There it is in the chat.
Nice.
That's YouTube channel. Very, very cool. Thanks again for doing this, Amanda. Really appreciate it. Chat's absolutely
this
loving
is
it.
so fun.
Nice trade.
Yeah, this is so fun.
Nice read so far. Looking for 66, perhaps. Jack, were you talking about 6650s in ES, or Amanda was as well? In correlation to options? Do I remember that price correctly? 6650 in
Well, I was
futures.
originally talking about 6650 in the SPX, which we're through by about 5 points right now, but it looks like too much of a knife for me to get in the way. But I did the math, Andre. If we threw on a 10 lot at 6606 and did the 5%, we would be risking enhance. Risking